What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's me, your big partner, Cartoon One. Man, I'm back again, man. It's story time. Y'all know it's story time. I ain't gonna make y'all wait long time for it, man. You know, you can tell by the title that this is about some drama at the poker table. Drama at the poker table. Man, listen. As I always tell y'all, my biggest downfall, my biggest vice when I was in prison this time, man, was playing poker. You know what I'm saying? Now, the whole time when I was in California prison, I ain't never seen a poker game. You know what I'm saying? Did good to see a spade game, if I can ever remember it. Dominoes or something, maybe. But poker, no, I never seen a poker game the whole time I was doing time in California prison system. But now, when I was in Alabama, seen it all the time. You know, Alabama prison system was a little bit more lax. You know what I'm saying? Security wasn't as strenuous, and the drama wasn't as strenuous as what California had going on back in the day. Did they get into it a lot of stuff? Yeah. But they got into it about different stuff. And the lockdowns, the lockdowns was way totally different. Man, listen. Man, look, something would happen, whatever it was, and we go lockdown in the Alabama prison system. The longest, I ain't gonna lie, now the 23 years, man, the longest I ever seen, one time I seen about a week. I seen about a week lockdown. Was it a week? A dude got killed. Dude got killed in the block, and the police did not know who it was who did it. They did not know. And they locked the block down. And they didn't even lock the rest of the prison down. They only locked that block down. And they was on it. They wanted to know who did it. It stayed locked down about a week. I ain't gonna go into the details, but yeah, a week. But man, listen. Usually, if the whole prison went lockdown, I ain't never seen it go longer than 2 days before they had some type of movement going on. And man, look, these dudes be hooping and hollering and whining, and every time the police count, they hollering, when we coming back out? Every chance they got, if they could go eat, they want to holler at the cap or something. They want out. They want to come off lock. They want out themselves. And I used to always tell my cellies and tell dudes that I was with, I'm like, man, they holler. I said, man, y'all out there hollering about a 24 hours, 48, 2-3 day lockdown. I say, homie, man, listen. Man, in the California prison, when it go down, they starting to lock down at 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You had to keep food in your cell. You had to keep bags of, something to eat. You had to stay ready because you wasn't coming out. Man, look, 2 weeks was the minimum. And it went up and up and up. And then I would let them know, I'm like, look, we come off the lockdown after 2 or 3 weeks and wouldn't even make it off the tier. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it be racial stuff. Wouldn't even make it off the tier as soon as the gates rack. And the police know it's going to go down. The gunner sitting right there. You know, the gunner sitting right there. You know, he know what's finna happen. Man, we wouldn't even make it off the tier for dudes go to getting them up. Handling their business. Doing whatever they had to do. Pow, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? One of the things you had to learn that when you was getting into it with an individual, you tried to learn to turn him and keep his back toward the rail, because the gunner's shooting from the catwalk or from wherever they shooting from. So you want whoever your combatant is, you trying to keep them between you and that mini 14. You know, but anyway, that's Cali. But yeah, man, them dudes hollering and crying about 2-3 days. I'll be like, man, listen, man. I've seen lockdown for like 7-8 months at a time. You know, I'm talking about a long time. You know, boy, they couldn't have did that one. But anyway, back on to the story. Man, this is a story, man, about a dude, man. almost lost his life at the poker game. Man, one of the cats, man, had a big poker game down. Man, he had a big poker game. Now, sometimes you would get poker games that went 2-3 days straight. Man, look, it was so wild, man. When I was doing time in Alabama, man, it was so wild that I seen personally with my own eye where the police would come in and count dudes at the poker game, at the poker table. And this in the maximum security prisons, not the lower levels. This was in the maximum security prison. Man, the police count dudes at the game. Because sometimes, man, dudes be out of pocket. I'm talking, when I say out of pocket, that means they might be over here in this block, but they live way on the other side of the prison. But they over here, they in the game. And they ain't finna let it go. Police just want to get through the day, man, get their check and go home. You know, man, they account, they like, man, where you live at? Hey, man, I live over there in such and such block. All right, they'll write it down. Where you at? I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Now, of course, you know, half the time, the police know everybody by face and name almost that's at the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they like, man, they know you over here at the poker game. They know, boom. Sometimes, like, at count time, we might get up and leave the game and just go count in anybody's cell. It's supposed to be 2 people to a cell. Man, the police, man, might flang the door open. It might be 5 or 6 people in the cell. No thing, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. And they, you know, push the door up and go about their business to the next cell counting. Yeah, this was the type of shenanigans that was going on, man, would go down. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this was one of them big poker games. One of them big ones, man. I'm talking about prison-wide. Dudes coming from everywhere because the word is spread. Man, such and such, man, got a game. Man, it might be thousands of dollars worth of items. You know what I'm saying? When I say items, you know, any type of food item, cookies, soups, chips, whatever, candies, popcorns, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your cigarettes, your packs of Cools, your packs of Newports. You got your packs of Top, you know, Bugler tobacco, the cans of Top. You got, man, you got some of everything. Man, some of everything in the game. You know, bags of coffee. Man, all type of stuff. Especially, man, look, some of the best poker games you're going to see when the packages hit. Woo, whoa. Man, listen, when them packages hit, all that free world food that it came in from them packages, man, dude, look, all the dudes who put the poker game down, they gonna itemize everything that's on the packages, and they gonna tell you, they gonna put the dollar value of it in the poker game. Big bag of chips, $7. A bag of Keefy coffee, $5. You know, whatever it is, you know, all type of stuff. All the exotic candies and soups and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Dudes gambling, they behinds off. I'm talking about being at the table for 2-3 days straight. Now, half of them at the table high as a kite. Man, I done seen dudes, man, at the poker game so high that when the bet come round to them, man, they not even cognizant enough to place a bet. Hey, such and such, man, it's on you, man. What you gonna do? You gonna bet or fold, man? And then they go. They come up there, they'll snap back, try to place a bet, try to raise the bet. No, it ain't on you to raise right now, man. They betting out a turn. All type of crazy stuff, man. Yeah, all this, man, I'm talking about 23 years of this. I used to see the whole gambit, man. The whole hookup, man. I'm talking about USC dudes at the poker game with their prison wives sitting on their lap. You know what I'm saying? And they holding the cards up, blowing the card, baby, blowing the card. You know what I'm saying? Pick a card, baby. Then, you know, the prison wives right there. You know, I done seen it all. I done seen the whole hookup. And when I say the whole hookup, man, I done seen it, man, look, where the police, the COs, the correctional officers, they even in the game. They in the game. Man, they sitting at the table betting in the game too. They playing poker too. Man, I done seen the COs at the man, dudes at the table, man, got the green fired up, getting down. And the police ain't tripping none of it. They in the game. They don't care. You know what I'm saying, man? I done seen the police, man, get into it at the game with another police because they gang banging. One might be a Crip, one might be a Blood, one might be a Disciple, Vice Lord, or whatever. They back there getting them up. Tell a fool in a minute, man, they taking badges off, taking the radio off, handing them to the inmate. And hold this, man. Let me show this fool. Man, hold this. Hold my radio. And they back there thumping with the other police because they gang banging at the poker game. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, it was a heck of an experience. I seen some stuff that make you say, you know? So anyway, man, at one of these big mega games, man, the game had been going for about 2 days straight. Man, dudes getting rich and dudes losing fortunes at this game. It's going down, man. When I say it's going down round for round, pound for pound. They getting down for their grits and gravy. It had already been 2-3 fights. You know what I'm saying? Dudes trying to see if the other one's skin is tender. The whole hookup, man, is going down. Man, look, I done seen dudes, man, that went broke, don't have a dime. Man, run out, man, go steal, rob, go do all type of stuff just to come back and get back in this game. But anyway, I seen dudes, man, come to the poker game with knives. With they protection, with they knife, nice free world knives. You know what I'm saying? Police might have brought it to them. They like, man, throw the knife on the table. Man, what you give me for that? You know, the house man might look at it, might like it. Man, I give you $10 for it. All right, I got next seat, or put me in line. Yeah, some of everything, man. Shoes, they free world shoes. They folks done sent them all type of stuff. Man, it's going down, man. Pound for pound, round for round. They getting in with weed. They getting in with cocaine. They getting in with liquid morphine. They getting in with whatever that they think they can get in with that's going to get them some poker chips so they can slang these cards. That's how serious it is. So anyway, one day, man, at this mega game, man, boom, I'm at the table. Man, I'm doing pretty good. Man, I'm up about $200-$300, you know what I'm saying? And that was rare for me because I usually lose. I'm a chronic loser, man. Boy, look here. Man, I used to lose so much, it didn't even bother me no more. I knew I wasn't going to win nothing. On the 1 or 2 times I might win out the month, man, boy, I was happy as a Cheshire cat. But anyway, I'm doing pretty good at this game right here. And you know, you got some real go-getters. You know, you got some heavy hitters. So you got some heavy hitters. Oh, that was a thing. Just came on the thing. You know, I'll be working with that this little thing, this company where you can buy stuff. I'm trying to buy me some rims, and I didn't want them because they cost too much. But the lady just hit me and told me she gonna lower the price. So I did with her after the video. But anyway, you got all type of people at the game, man. You got all type of people, man, at the game. Like I'm talking about, you know, dudes with their prison wives. Man, look, you might see fools at the table with a halter top on and a whole skirt with some made up high heel state boot pumps they done made, man. With the everybody at the game, man. So at this particular time, man, that's taking place, I'm telling you about at this game, man. You got 2 dudes at the game, man. They sitting right next to each other, man. And they beefing. A lot of times, man, you get into some real live beefs at that poker game, man. I'm talking about dude, seem like he gonna call you every hand. He gonna run you down. You know what I'm saying? Usually you've been to bet a certain type way that your average poker player who really know how to play, they gonna fold. They gonna get out your way. Because, you know, they got a thing called card catching. Now, you done jacked the bet up so this dude can go ahead and fold because you know your card finna come off this deck sooner or later, and you don't want it to stop ahead of you. And then, you know, here it is. Now, he done caught the card you really, really needed to make your hand, and then he turn around and fold. Boy, you talking about being hot. Man, I done seen some drama about that right there. Card, you know, and you playing your hand. You ain't worried about the next man's hand. You trying to catch your card. So if you catch another man's card, it just so happens, so what? You trying to catch your card. You ain't finna fold your hand that you think you can win with just so he can win it with his hand. No, your money in the pot too. Your money out there too. So anyway, I done seen some knockdown dragouts about this here. So it's all type of stuff, man. You know, dudes get to the point to where they so mad, man, they go to insulting each other, calling each other names, all type of old stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of fights. I remember I told you sometimes I used to instigate fights when we used to what was in this other prison where we gambled in the cell. Man, I would instigate a fight because once they go to bumping and fighting, they finna knock the poker table over. Poker chips finna be everywhere. Man, they up there giving it all they got. Man, I'm on my hands and knees grabbing poker chips because, man, they stepping on my fingers. Man, my hand look like this. But I'm trying to get these poker chips. Fools, you know, trying to get out the way. Oh, man, what? While all this confusion going on in the house, man, he trying to watch his money for somebody been and grabbed his money. I'm trying to get these chips because, see, after when the smoke clear and the situation and the problem been solved, you know, if the poker game over with, the house man got to cash your chips out. You know what I'm saying? He don't know if, you know, what. He about to know you didn't have number $4 left, but now here you come cashing out $53. You know, he know you pull a stunt, but he got to cash you out. You know, he just got to cash you out. So anyway, man, I'd have come up out some of the poker game with a handful of chips like this. Come up out the door. Dudes looking. Man, what's up, man? Them fools in there, get them up, homie. When they get through, man, I'm finna cash out. I'm stupid. Have me something to gamble with the next day. But anyway, man. So, at this certain day, man, at the poker table, man, these two dudes sitting right next to each other, man. And they, you know, it always starts out as saying little slick stuff. Then, you know what I'm saying, they go to talk about, you know, man, you catching my card. Man, bump you, fool, man. Anybody catching your card, man, I'm trying to play my hand. And, you know, whoop, 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 whoop. Now, sometimes if you got a real good house man, now the house man is the dude who putting the game down. He back in the game. He the one got it down. And you got a good house man, you know, sometimes the house man will be like, hey man, y'all kick back on that, homie. You know what I'm saying, man? House man can tell you to cash out. Hey man, go on cash out. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he putting you out his game. He can tell you, man, go on cash out. But now he got to be a strong, you know, can't no weak house man do this. Only the strong house man who gonna do this. Because a lot of times, man, you tell a dude, hey, man, cash out. Man, dude don't want to cash out. He might have lost $30 or $40 in your game. And now you telling him to cash out because he done had a little argument with a dude. Nah, man, the dude be like, man, I ain't going nowhere. Well, give me my money back. So now you got the house man pride in the way. Man, I'm not giving you nothing back. You lost your money fair and square. Well, I ain't cashing out then. Now it's a battle of the wheels, what it's going to come down to. I've been in that type of situation before, too. So anyway, then again, if you ain't got no strong house man, you know what I'm saying, he mealy mouth, he ain't finna say nothing, because this might be two gators right here that's finna lock horns, and he know he a poop butt, so he ain't finna say nothing, because he don't want that smoke. He don't want it coming back to him. All he want to do is run his little poker game and slide under the radar. Hope it's all right, you know? Anyway, so this happened to be, this dude here, he ain't a mealy mouth, but now he know that these two dudes right here, he know what it's about, man. You know, he just letting them go. So, man, I seen it escalating. I seen it coming. I knew, boy, look here, this was not going to end good. It wasn't going to end good, y'all. So now they talking this killer talk. This what I'm gonna do, what I do, what I'm gonna do, and what I will do. They talking that talk. Okay, all right. So now one of the dudes, he like, man, you know what, man? All right, okay. Man, you ain't finna F with me. You ain't finna do this, do that. So that's going back and forth. He's like, man, don't even trip. So he like, you know, he tell the housemate or whoever did it, he said, man, y'all deal around me for a minute. So now when a dude say deal around me, he might have to go use the bathroom. He might want to go fix his food because, you know, dudes at the table trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? When the kitchen workers come in, they come in whatever they stole out the kitchen. When the kitchen workers come in, they got this sacked up. Man, forget everybody else. They going straight back there to the poker game because they know them dudes back there. They ain't went to breakfast. They ain't went to lunch. They ain't went to dinner. They hungry. They don't want no soups and cookies. They want some real solid food. So all the little sandwiches and stuff that been made and stole out the kitchen, they going to the poker game because them dudes finna buy all of it, top dollar, you know? So boom. Or like I'm saying, you know, a lot of times do like deal around me and he'll go, he'll go make his food, or he'll go use the bathroom, or do whatever he got to do. He might have to talk to somebody or whatever. He'll leave his chips. Sometimes dudes will leave all their chips on the table. The house man gonna watch it. Boom. But he know what he left. Or sometimes he'll just leave a house man. He might leave, one chip or three chips, whatever. He got the rest of it, and he going on about his business. It was all type of games being played with that. Like, man, look, the game was so scandalous that he might get up and leave 2 or 3 chips, but he going to his cell because they done already, like, this dude right here might have put down a couple of days before. They done stole some of his chips, and they done copied them. They done counterfeited the chips. Dudes got all type of ways of making up their own chips. But now they done counterfeited the chips, sweating him to put a game down again so they can go get the counterfeit and introduce them to the game. So he might have left the table with $15 worth of chips, but now he left 2 or 3. He went to the sale and got $30 or $40 more worth of chips, and came back and sat down. And a lot of dudes like to block their chips, put their cups in front of it, block with their arm and all that, so you can't see how much money they got. Now, if you gambling in the game, you can tell a dude, a chip count, man, chip check. Let me see your chips. So, they're obligated to move so you can see how much money they got. Because some dudes are like, put their chips in the pocket. Houseman got to tell them, no, man, put your money on the table. Money got to be on the table at all times. It's all type of stuff, man. I give you so many ins and outs of this funny bunny stuff, man. But anyway, one dude leave. He leave and he stay gone for about 10 minutes. So he come back. So, I ain't gonna even lie. The shenanigans got past me. I thought he was leaving to go get something to eat or what he was going to do. So anyway, when they come back, 2-3 hands go by. A lot of us thinking, okay, these 2 right here gonna calm down because, separated. But now 2-3 hands go by. They at it again. So, man, they go to passing words and saying some crazy stuff. Now, the one dude who left, when he came back, man, he looked this way. He go like this here. Boom, he slammed his chips on the table, and he turned this way. He go to like, man, I'm so tired of this FN. Now, FN is a FUCCNIGGA. But that is, man, I'm so tired of this FN. And when he spun back around, bam, he hit the dude in the neck with that thing. That's what he left the table to go get. He had already made up in his mind that he was finna serve this dude. So when he spun back around, he hit him in the neck. Bang! When he hit him in the neck, the dude fall out on the floor. Game over. Listen, man, this is a trip. Everybody politely got up away from him, walked away. Some went to their cell, some went to the TV area, some went wherever. Poker game over with. Dudes act like they ain't seen nothing, didn't know nothing, and ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Old boy on the ground dying. He's on the ground dying. But now there's always what you call a hero. When somebody, got to the cube, got to the one time, told the police, hey, man, this dude back here hit. Y'all better come get him. He gonna die. So, make a long story short, the police, they come in, they get him. They trot him on off. It was about an hour later. They end up coming back, getting the one who did it. That's one thing, boy. That's one thing about Alabama prison. They gonna tell on your behind out here. They gonna tell it. Boy, they gonna tell it. It ain't gonna be long. About an hour later, they come get the dude who hit him. Boom. And out here, it's program as usual. You know what I'm saying? Program as usual. They might not even lock down for that. Program as usual, man. So it's me, man. It's crazy, man. But that just one of them stories at the poker game, man. It's me, man, your big partner, man, Cartoon One. I'm back again, man. I'm just, letting you know how, keep my stories going and let you know how that thing go, man. Y'all stay safe, man, and stay above ground, man. I'm out. Peace. I represent the gangsters.